All right. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to our monthly team meeting, our May team meeting. This is typically the last Wednesday before a new month. And on this meeting day, we like to give some shout outs, talk about some amazing things people have done so far this month. And then also do a little training. I will introduce myself in case there's anybody who doesn't know me. My name is Stacy Tolano, and I'm one of the directors on Southern Ascent Squad United. We did have and I'll shout her out for her promotion this, actually end of April as a director, Margie Broom. So we're gonna kind of tag team this meeting and hopefully give you guys some things that you can take into the summer months. That's the title of tonight's training, is working your business during the summer months. So Margie, you want to get started?
Yes. So I am Margie Broom. Most of you know me. If not, welcome. I promoted at the very, very end of April. So here we are. I'm going to go over just a few shout outs real quick, and then we'll go on to the how to work your business in the summer. So this month, the monthly sales award, we have McKaylee, Stacy, Paige, Margie, and Melissa. Paid at title, we have Stacy, Margie, and McKaylee. And we have several people that are active. We still have a couple more days that we can get this one rolling. We have Michelle, Cammie, Amber, Rhonda, Madison, Shirley, Lisa, Crystal, Cinda, Kyra, Brandy, Ramona, Brittany, Deanna, and Diana. And we have 3 people that sponsored this month, and that is Rhonda. Rhonda had a new recruit, McKaylee, and Stacy. And okay, just real quick, I'm going to go over this. These are the things that are leaving us at the end of May, which is going to be the 31st. The February Scent of the Month, which everybody fell in love with, Shamrock Splash, it will be leaving us. All of the May bundles, the Harry Potter collection is going back into the vault. The mental health collection, I'm sure it's going into the vault. I don't think it'll be gone forever, but we can't say that. It is leaving us. The Mother's Day collection and the Cinco de Mayo collection, that's all going into the vault. So that is all leaving us at the end of May. So like Paige was saying in the very beginning, if you want to stock up on that mental health stuff, you have to do it before the 31st because it is leaving.
This is a perfect time to shout out to your clubbers or your customers about Scentsy Club, because any of those waxes that are leaving, they can add them to a Scentsy Club if they really fell in love with those. We should be having end of the month. Let me look at my calendar. End of the month with Dan should be happening on the 31st, I would imagine, Friday night. So we'll be sharing the link for that whenever that goes live. It's usually 7 o'clock on the last night of the month before June, and we know June's going to be huge. So, all right, thank you, Margie. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I went back and forth on different things to talk about, and Margie and I tossed around some ideas. But I felt like as school's pretty much wrapped up for everybody, I'm pretty sure we're going into that busy season of life, because summers are always just crazy busy with people between having kids back home, ball games, vacations, things like that. So everybody's life, we're kind of going to this different season, and sometimes our business takes a back seat because of the busyness of life. So this is kind of what I thought about talking about for tonight. So I'm just going to kind of go through. I've got some notes, and if you guys have any comments or questions, if Margie, you'll watch the chat. I don't think we really do a lot of chat, but if you'll just watch it in case anybody has any questions or anything, we can get to that. I just want to start off with, what is this? This is my 8th year. March was 8 years, and I've seen lots of amazing things, and I've seen lots of negative things throughout my my time here. you're going to find that some groups and some people in the Cincy world, they breed negativity and they thrive on negativity, and they find anything they can to blame Cincy, blame their customers, blame. And I'm just going to tell you, if you, and especially in the summer months, because typically our summer months are the slow months. But it's all about your mentality and how you attack it. And I just want to reiterate that you're going to see, oh, we're in the slow season. Oh, I don't have any customers. Nobody wants to buy during the summer months. But if you listen to it, you're going to start to believe it. So shift your mindset now. And if you've heard, this is the worst time for my business, this is I never have any sales between June and July. Shift your mindset now and just say, no, that's not how it's going to be. And mindset is a big thing. And I went through trainings and it's hard. I'm not going to say that, because there are times when I need to stop and refocus myself, but make it an intentional thing that you try to do is to have a positive mindset. All right. I've got 4 points, and I tried to be cute and come up with a little acronym, but I couldn't. I think my school brain is off at the moment. So, but I got 4 points that I'm going to talk about on how to make your business survive, make your business work for you in the summertime. All right. First thing, set your goals. Okay. Set your goals now before we even get into June. What do you want your June PRV to be? What do you want your July PRV to be? What do you want your August PRV to be? Set your goals now, and be specific. I want to have 2,000 PRV each month. I want to be active each month. Whatever your goal is, make it and write it down, guys. There's power in writing your goals down. There's power in that, and I 100% believe that. Now, the thing about making your goals is making a plan to reach your goals. Okay, I can write, and I've got a little dream board over here, and I've got go to director boot camp, reach annual sales, and I can have all these big dreams, but if I don't have a plan to reach those dreams, it's just wasted ink and wasted paper. So set your goals, but then my first thing is to make a plan. Literally, I've got my calendar out for May. Literally, if you're a paper person, and I'm a paper pencil person, write it out. Plan everything that you've got going on for June and July. And I'm talking about not just Cincy related. Write down when you're going to be going on vacation. Write down when you have a hair appointment. Write down when you're going to be at ball games. Write down all the things that are going on, and then see where you're going to put your Cincy in there. Because if you want to keep your business and keep your business strong through the summer, you've got to fit it in somewhere. Okay. So get a plan, get a planner, get a calendar, map it out. If you're a digital person, do it on your digital and put down everything that you have going on. I've got my nail appointment.
Once a week, every Wednesday, 30 minutes once a week.
Yes, put in your 30 minutes. Make time for that on Wednesdays. But write it out. I've got my nail appointment before we go to the beach. I've got my hair appointment. So make a plan and pencil in everything that you've got. That way, whenever something does come up, then you'll be able to know what you got here and what you got there. So set your goals, make a plan to reach those goals. Now, when I say make a plan, if you want to get 500 PRV in the month of June and you don't have any parties booked, you don't have club subscribers, then you've got to include that in your plan. How am I going to get that PRV? Where's my PRV going to come from? And we still have 2 days in this month. That is time where you can message your customers, message your family and friends and say, okay, who wants to do a party? Let's do a sip and sniff. Let's do something, because you got to know where your PRV is coming from, especially if I know the entire week, June 16th through the 23rd, I'm going to be in Miramar. Am I going to be working my business? Yes, because in my calendar and in my plans I'm going to have things planned out for that. So make sure you know where your PRV is coming from for these next 2 months, because as a teacher, we go back to school the first part of August. So my summer ends, but June, July, and August. All right, so that make a plan is number one. Number two, and this goes with, I feel like a broken record, because this is probably the most important thing in your business, whether it's spring, summer, fall, Christmas, it doesn't matter. Staying consistent. So yeah, summer's here, we're staying up later, we're out by the, outside hanging out, doing whatever we do. But if you just expect your business to stop and your customers just to pick right back up whenever you're ready for them, that's not always how that works. Okay, you can't disappear in the summer and say, oh, it's my summer break, I'm done, and then come back in August or September and expect them to be like, oh, good, how is it, girl? Like,
especially when we're fighting a Facebook algorithm every single day.
Yeah, that's not even including that part of it.
Or fall.
Yeah, if you ghost, and if you run your business on social media and you disappear for, I would say even a week at a time, 2 weeks at a time, it's like you're building from scratch again to build up that algorithm again. So don't disappear and expect your customers to be there. You've got to be consistent. Now, with the summertime, you guys are busy. Our customers are busy. We get it. I get it. I have lots of things going on. So it's okay to scale back your business and maybe not, post every couple of hours or every time how often you post. If you have a VIP group or anything, you may post 5 times a day. It's okay to scale back to 3 or 4 times a day, but you've just got to don't disappear and make them wonder. You want to be in their face, but you don't want to be. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them wonder, is Stacy still selling Scentsy? You want to make sure that they know that you're still there. One thing with consistency that I put in my notes is to brand yourself, because you're out and about, you're at the pool, cookouts, vacation, whatever it is, brand yourself. That's kind of, I say, free advertising. It's you, not even really having to say or do anything. They see Scentsy on your shirt or Scentsy on your cup, then, that's an instant reminder. Oh, Stacy does the Scentsy. I needed some wax. And, it just kind of sparks up conversation there. So make a plan, stay consistent with it. Don't disappear. All right. The third thing is being intentional. And this goes for your business. I'm a hand talker. Let me try to put my hands down. This goes for your business 24/7, 365 days a year. Be intentional, because people can see through fake, with a lack of a better word. You've got to always be intentional, especially in the summertime. If you're going to be stepping back a little bit and kind of scaling back, and you're going to be busy, make sure that those posts are relevant. Make sure that you're sharing things that benefit your customers' lives. Don't rely on flyers. I don't know how many times I've said it until I'm blue in the face. Sometimes we have to have flyers. We don't have the summer collection out yet, so we can't share real life images of the turtle warmer. But if you strictly post flyer, they're going to get lost and bogged down in the algorithm so fast that you may as well not be posting anything. So when I say be intentional, your customers are busy. They're on the go. So what do we want to share with them? Things that they can take with them on the go. Show how you're using your Scentsy on the go. Scent circles, room sprays, Scentsy Fresh, like all of those types of things. I bring those to the hotel room. Keep it in my car. Room spray in the purse for whenever you stop at a gas station and go to the bathroom. Like those types of things. If your customer can see that it's a something good that they can utilize in their life, and it's not you just trying to sell them something, that you actually use it yourself, then that to me is intentionality, and not just, hey, buy a Scentsy Fresh. That's kind of when I hear the word intentional, that's what I think of, like things that actually help you and that can actually help them. When you're traveling between one place to another, or in the hotel room at night when you're in from the day, and you're scrolling, because we all do it, you know, you'll lay there, get your shower, scroll through Facebook, comment on people's posts. And this is something that I'm intentionally trying to work on, is to do more commenting on people, and not just liking or loving, but actually commenting and interacting with people. And you guys, if we're friends, I think we all are on here, that those posts that I make, the random, like, tell me your favorite sunscreen, those are just ways to get people commenting on my post. And then the key is, and I've heard this from tons of different people, you have to comment back. So when someone's like, oh, the Neutrogena, that's what I love, then you've got to comment back. Like, keep that whole,
At least 3 words.
yeah, keep that whole conversation going. And then your name, your post will be popping up in their feed for a few days after that. So don't just, and like when I say fake, like, people can say, oh, you can tell when someone's like, oh, cute, you know, just be yourself, but like be intentional with it. And this is one thing that I try to do more of, but then I sit back and I'm like, well, I missed that opportunity because I forget. Show how Scentsy is not the products, but the pay. I mean, we have an amazing setup here where, I mean, people can make really good money by doing Scentsy. And if you can show them, you know, hey, just book my flight to go to SFR and I use my Scentsy pay card, or, you know,
Insert disclosure, insert
Yeah.
income disclosure.
yeah, always insert your income disclosure, because you don't want to get in trouble for that. But like anytime that Scentsy pays for something, when technically, I mean, you paid for it, that's always an opportunity. And that could open up conversations about joining, and gets people interested in, oh, wow, you know, you paid for your entire vacation with Scentsy. How did you do that? So anytime that you can share that side of the business, I encourage you to do so. And like I said, like, I forget sometimes. We'll be at the restaurant and I'll be like, oh, let me use my Scentsy card, and then we go on about our business. And, you know, but that's just one of those things that if you don't do it often, you don't get in the habit of it. But like, not just vacations, or not just things in the summer. I mean, some people rely on Scentsy for groceries. Some people rely, like, travel ball fees. I have so many moms, young moms now, because we've done our time with travel ball, but they're like, you know, making comments about this, you know, travel ball. What do we do? Do we pay ball fees, or do we eat this month? And, you know, those are just opportunities to throw in that Scentsy join opportunity. Paying to get even if it's something as small as getting a coffee, you know, thank you, Scentsy, for my coffee. So that just sparks people's interest, especially when it comes to any extra money. All right, so make a plan, stay consistent, be intentional, and then prepare to pivot. Because we can make a plan and we can do all the things, and then it may not work out the way we want it to, right? So we always have to be ready for change, because customers change, your people change, what they want during certain seasons change. I know a lot of customers thrive on the fall and winter. Like, that's their jam. They love the fall and winter. Spring and summer, they're more on the clean side. So I'll find that sometimes I'll sell more cleaning products in the spring and summer, and then way more wax in the fall and winter, because they're inside and they're warm. And so you have to think about the seasons and how your customers are changing. If people are not home a lot during the summer, which is what we're going to find, then you have to find different ways to get that PRV. If you've never offered a bag party, now would be the perfect time. One of your customers is going to stay at their aunt's in Tennessee for a week. Hey, why don't you take a bag party with you, and while y'all are sitting around, sniff some scents. If you get some orders, you might can get some free stuff. So bag parties are great in the summertime. Just make sure you let them know not to leave it in the car, because they will melt. You can offer hangouts, like, you know, get a group of ladies together, or a group of your mom friends together, and do a flower party. Hang out by the pool, sniff some Scentsy, drink some drinks, whatever you like. and turn that social event that you're enjoying with your friends already into free Scentsy for them or half price Scentsy for them. One thing, if you haven't done, is scheduling posts. Scheduling posts are really helpful. If you have a VIP group or you have an online party going, you can schedule those posts out, several days in advance. So that will help you, especially if you know that you're going to be busy, for an entire week. Like when I go to the beach, I'll have my post scheduled out and ready to go. Of course, I'll be checking in, commenting and all those things, but that option is there for you. On the go. Okay, so we're on the go in the summer. Our customers are on the go, and we're going to run into a lot of people that could be potential customers or potential teammates for us. So one thing I want to encourage you to do, and you never want to be caught without Scentsy if somebody asks you about it. Like that's just kind of one of those slaps in the face. And they're like, what do you do? Oh, what is your shirt? And then you don't have anything to give them. Like it just kind of is one of those things. So that's one of the things I put on here. Get yourself a mobile office. And yeah, it's summertime, so you don't want a lot of wax like sitting around in your car because it will melt. But catalogs, scent circles, flyers, anything like that, bulbs. I'll have people sometimes just ask me, you don't have a bulb, do you? Like if we're at the ballpark. Well, that's something I need to keep maybe in my console or something just in case. So just kind of create, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Mine is like in a small little, I think I have an extra one here. It used to be my Scentsy bank bag, but now it's just this clear, kind of the same thing that I use for my, my party on the go. Catalogs, flyers, scent circles. And then here's the other thing is, hand them out. That's my thing. I'll set myself a goal. Sometimes when we go somewhere and I'm like, I'm going to bring 5 product sheets that have a sample in there with my business card, and I'm going to hand them out. I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to hand them out. You just kind of have to set yourself that goal to do that, or they'll sit in your car and they'll melt, or they'll sit in your car and get buried under something else. Like, my car's a mess because we just came back from Louisiana and Alex is in the back seat. So you can imagine, but, get yourself a mobile office so that you're never without Scentsy in case somebody asks you about it. And then I like to just give scent circles to, like, if we go out to eat, just have a scent circle, thank you for your great service. I hope you have a great day. And give a scent circle out. Of course, my information will be on there in case anybody needs or questions or needs anything, or they may have it and then one day their scent circle runs out and they're like, oh, let me see if I can find this lady. So I like to do those types of things. The bank is also another one. If you go to the bank, the post office, the ladies at the post office, I mail all the time, and then I feel so bad whenever she's like, well, it's going to smell good in here for the next little bit anyway. Why didn't I bring her a scent circle to say thank you? Like those types of things that that go with being prepared and being intentional. So I don't think that I have anything else. We had make a plan, stay consistent with what you've got going on. If you've been consistent and you've got your layout of how you do things, don't let June and July make you slack off. Okay, stay consistent with that. You can scale back and you can simplify it, but don't stop. Because if you stop and your mouth stops, then your business is going to stop. So stay consistent, be intentional, and then prepare to pivot. If your customers are not digging the wax, and it's kind of like we had this morning with the whole the challenge of selling the 20 wax bundles. Okay, McKaylee said her people they're not biting on the wax. Well, change it. We got to change it. We got to pivot. We got to figure out what our customers want and go that direction, right? So, do you guys have any questions? Margie, you want to add anything? Does anyone want to add anything?
I will say, whenever we went to World Tour in Baton Rouge, we all went to eat at the Little Big Cup, and we were all getting ready to pay. And Paige was the only one, all Scentsy consultants at the table. Paige was the only one that was like, I'm leaving her a catalog. And we were like, duh. She
Yeah,
literally needs to
she
have
should have.
7 catalogs on this table,
Yeah.
not just one, because none of us came prepared but Paige. So seriously, just even if it's just a catalog with your information on it, keep 3 or 4 of them in your. I'll say this: if you keep them on your purse or in your diaper bag, you'll remember. But if you leave them in your vehicle, you're not gonna remember to get it out, because I have product sheets stapled with my business card in my door right now, because I mean, we're busy. I'm just gonna get out and run in the dollar store real quick and come right back.
You grab your purse and go, and then there's
And
the
I'll
product.
say this, sometimes I would get frustrated when I did that. I mean, I would hand 10 things out and not get nothing. But in the state, how long have I been? 3 years, something. I have had so many, like 3 months later, reach out to me and say, I've been meaning to get with you. You gave me this, this, and this, and I've been wanting to order, and either they didn't have the money at the time or whatever. I've had that happen a lot, like months later. So don't think they're not watching. And I've even had, I've left stuff in Tractor Supply with the cashiers, and the other cashier would contact me and say, you left a book with so-and-so, and I looked at it and got your contact information. I want to order. So don't ever think that, because I'm telling you, I would get down, and then somebody would contact me that I'd reached out to months later, and so it just I kind of had that happen this week. I've had 2 or 3 new customers reach out and order stuff. They just say life gets busy, they say, I've been meaning to call you and blah, blah, blah. So I was always one to say, I don't want to get on people's nerves. But does Shein get on your nerves? Does Temu get on your nerves? Because how many of those do you get a day?
Right.
Well, and I remember telling Paige back in February, my exact words were, I think we were on one of these, and I said, keep posting. They see you. Mm-hmm. They may not comment, they may not share, they may not even like, love, or anything to post, but they see you. In the end of the month, I think she had, I don't know. I remember she got active, or I think she hit not annual sales. She her monthly sales award, because they see you, but people get busy. They're just scrolling and they see it, and then something may jar their algorithm and bring you back into focus, and then they'll be like, "Dang, that is what I wanted."
That's what I was going to say about bringing you back into the algorithm. This little thing that we did, I posted it, I don't know, end of last week maybe, about the challenge. Maybe 2 likes, like nothing. And then I posted it yesterday, and then that algorithm got going, and I've got all 20 of them. So it's a slippery slope with the algorithm, I will say, but you just have to be consistent. And what Paige was saying, I've given out cards and circles, and I had a random PWS order the other day. It wasn't attached to a party. So I was like, okay, I don't know where but it was from Starkville, somebody I'd never heard of before. So I'm like, could that have possibly come from one of the things I handed out? Like, you just never know. So just stay consistent. That is a word that I cannot say enough.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like she just said, if Shein didn't text us, okay, we're going to go shopping. But we can't post on Monday. We can't share a product or share our love for something on Monday. People have more than just us on their feed. You know what I mean? So like, we can't share something on Monday, and then the next Friday, whenever it's released, pray that they remembered that we posted it on Monday.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Post and pray. Post and pray does not work. does not work.
And consistency is it. Like literally. And like Stacey said in the beginning, go every morning or at least once a day, go on and say happy birthday to everybody. Like if you go on there, and mine's actually on my feed now, I see it. Go just wish them happy birthday. It'll bring you into, I'm not saying that they're going to be a customer, but it'll bring you into more people's algorithm. And then keep the conversations going on your post. If you post about, I make pasta salad tonight, and somebody says, "Oh, I don't like the cheese in it." Well, why don't you like cheese? Or what else do you put in your pasta salad? Well, I put black olives. Oh, I would rather green olives. You know, just keep the conversation going, because it boosts your algorithm. I'm telling you, y'all. I turned my page into like the business part of it, and I watched a couple videos and post more than 3 words. Don't just say okay or good or something. Like, post more than 3 words and keep the conversation going with 4 or 5 people on that post, and I promise you'll see a difference in who sees your post and who's seeing what you're sharing. It makes a big difference.
Yeah, some of the people that are ordering that summer bundle are not my regular customers. Like, it's just people who, you know, randomly saw it and maybe one of their friends commented on it, so therefore it pops up
into their feed.
Yeah, it pops up in their feed. Let me get a picture real quick before we time out. Come on, girls.
Brittany, where you at?
There she is. There's Kyra. There's Brittany. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Try to not look. You can never get a good picture.
I know.
Yep.
Our picture that we posted from eating the other night, my neighbor, who's my son's best friend, is engaged to someone from Leesville.
Did you turn off the recording?
So she was like, "Oh, Michaela sells with y'all." She knew Michaela. She knew 2 or 3 of the girls in the pictures. It's Spring Atkins.
Oh yeah, went to high school with her.
Yeah, she lives they live across the road from me.
Okay.
Which she's going back and forth to Dallas. She's in chiropractor school, but she's engaged to my son's best friend, who like he was in our house pretty much their whole high school years. So, but they met because Gage was dating Summer. Yeah, and then it's like a funny story, because Tommy, my husband, gave him a haircut, and they were going to the river, and we were like, you gonna get you a girl from this haircut? And he was like, oh, whatever. And they come home that weekend, and Gage was like, you'll never guess what. And then they're engaged now. So yeah, it's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. It's probably going to cut us off, but we'll just say, I'm going to stop the recording real quick. Maybe.
Oh, I forgot you were still recording.
That's okay. Maybe I'm not.
Mine still shows recording.